Britain's surging inflation unexpectedly paused last month, as rising food prices were countered by a drop in fuel costs. Figures from the Office for National Statistics (ONS) showed the Consumer Price Index (CPI) measure of inflation was 3% in October, unchanged from a 5-year high in September. Economists had penciled in a higher rate of 3.1%, which would have forced Bank of England Governor Mark Carney to write a letter to Chancellor Philip Hammond explaining why inflation is so high. The government has set an inflation target of 2%, with protocol dictating that the bank must contact Mr. Hammond if inflation exceeds 3% or falls short of 1%. The bank expects CPI to peak at around 3.2% in the autumn, adding further pressure to UK households grappling with paltry wage growth. The pound was 0.3% lower at 31 cents and 0.6% down at G1.12 after the inflation data. Mike Breastwood, ONS head of inflation, said inflation remains at a 5-year high with rising food prices offset by a fall in the cost of fuel. Annual food prices rose to the highest level in 4 years, up 4.2% last month in contrast to a 3.4% expansion in September. The lion's share of the growth came from vegetables, which saw a yearly rise of 5.7% compared to a 1.1% expansion the month before, following a rise in the cost of premium potato crisps. On the month, food prices grew by 0.6%, up from a 0.2% fall over the same period last year.